Hi FlossTube, I'm Elelliana. I'm from the Netherlands, and you may know me as Handcraft by Elelliana from Instagram. And I thought let's just try to make a FlossTube myself to show you what I'm working on all my beautiful projects, and share the love of creating. A small introduction. I live in the Netherlands, as I already said. I have 2 kids, 2 boys, one of 18 years old, his name is Levi, and one of 13 years old, his name is Sean. And I live here with my partner, Bart. We are almost 20 years together, and yeah, happy family, and nothing really special. So I'm a bit nervous, so probably you will think, whoa, why is she so moving around and etc. But yeah, that's me, and I just give it a try and see what happens. So I just thought to kick off with a WIP Parade, so you yeah, can see what I'm creating. Okay, let's just start. Okay, first off, I don't have any particular order in oldest to newest or whatever, so I just take a project from my pile and just show it to you. The first one up is Cat Lovers by Jardin Privé. It's this lovely pattern, and I came quite far with it. I only have to do the last corner of it, and then it will be finished. I stitch it with the Called for Colors. Love the combination of it, and yeah. I won't go into details a lot, because I just thought this morning, let's make a FlossTube and see where it gets me. And maybe if you have questions about some projects I show you, just leave a comment in the comment box below, and I will answer them. Next one is The Queen of Hearts by Owl Forest Embroidery. Love this one. I have it in my WIP pile for many years. And here she is, finished the dress. There are some metallics in it, which is a pain to stitch with, but the result is really beautiful. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's on a fabric which has yeah, some, how do you call it? I don't know. Just leave it at that. Next one up, I just bought this pattern quite recently. It's Phoenix by Anna Gutova. I hope I don't butcher your name. It's this one. I'm in a Fabric of the Month club from Tom et Lily Creations. She's from France, if I'm not mistaken. And for the December month, I received a pattern of a fabric. And when I saw this pattern on the internet, I was like, yeah, maybe I should try something with variegated floss and on the sparkly opalescent fabric. And so I made a start. This is how far I got with this one. think it's very hard to stitch on opalescent fabric. I don't know if I'm the only one, but if I have my light on, it's sometimes just blinds me or something. I don't know. But maybe I just have to get used to it. So next one up is Mini Flora. It's artwork by Josephine Wall and charted by Heaven and Earth Design. It was a lovely gift from my boys, and a few years back. And I must say I haven't stitched a lot on it. I don't know why, but I really love it. It's beautiful with the flowers and the woman, and I have a lot of part threads. That's just the way I roll, and I only have a small corner. And I should get back to this because it's such a lovely pattern, and it's also nice that if you get a present, that it's nice for them also to see that you like it and work on it. Oh, this is a very nice one. This is a Fairy House by Cottage Garden Samplings. Oh, a lot of glare. I really love this one. I started it autumn last year, and yeah, when I was just not in the mood for it anymore, because I'm some sort of a seasonal stitcher, but I just stitch whatever I want, whenever I want. So and here is where I got to. It's quite dense, a lot of stitching, because you think it's a small pattern, but it's not really big, but it is a lot of work, but fun, really fun. Okay, let's see. It's also funny because every time I pick something, okay, what's next? You know, I have no idea. Oh, this is a stitch along from 2024 by Vervago. You don't see the pattern because it was a stitch along, secret stitch along, and now the pattern is known, but I don't have it in my bag. So, and I think it's so cute one, because you have this little girl with the animals and then a big Christmas tree and in nature. So it's very, very lovely. And this is how far I got on the tree. And I bought it quite late, and I started it last December. And then, as I said, well, I'm sort of a seasonal stitcher. I was like, well, just take it out whenever I feel like it for the season. Next up is Alice in Wonderland. It was also a stitch along from our forest embroidery. You can still download the pattern for free. So if you feel like, oh, I like it, I want to start it too, just download it from their website and start along. With this pattern, I came quite far, but somewhere in this bottom row I made a mistake, and I'm off for like 1 or 2 stitches, so I have to figure out where the mistake is, and yeah, just make sure I can keep it aligned, or how do you say it? Yeah, because I really love this project, but it's it's on my pile now because I have to figure out where the mistake is, and I'm like, if I have time, I don't want to spend all my time searching for the mistake and just grab another project to have all the fun for the moment I have time. This is a quite recent start. It was also a SAL by Historische Stiekmuster, if I say it correct. And I just waited too long because I saw the first part came out and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And then the next one I was like, oh, I really want to, you know, I had this sort of FOMO feeling, and I really like the way they charged they charged it, even with the houses. I don't have a picture of it right now, but I just thought I bought the thread pack from Historische Stiekmuster and just started along while almost everyone was already finished, but it's so lovely. I changed the skin tone of the Santa Claus because I thought it was too yellowish, so I changed it to a pink color and made it my own. The next one, oh, it's already open. I just when I put up my box with all my WIPs, I just already opened all the zippers, and now I just closed and opened it. So anyway, this is oh my lord, I don't have the, yes I do, it's by Quatornian Creation, I hope I say it correct, and it's from her book. She came out with a book, and I really love her patterns. They all have this kind of lace sort of way of making of the pattern, and I really like the side of it. And let me just grab the book. It's right beside me. It's the Emerging Queendom, and when I saw it came out, I immediately pre-ordered it because I really like the style of the designer, and there are so many amazing patterns in it. Let me find the one. No, that's the... It's Into the Darkness, but I'm not sure if this is the pattern name, but this is how it will look when it's finished. Hope you can see it okay enough. So yeah, have to get back to this one. I want to stitch all of the patterns that are in the book because, yeah, as I said, I really like her style of art design. Oh, this is something. This is the one I got from a cross stitch magazine years ago, and I just started it as fun, just to have an easy and relaxed project, and they came with in a small package with all the patterns. January, March, I don't have it in order, but February, etc. And I thought, well, at that moment, let's just grab some fabric, easygoing fabric, and just start and put them all together, so I have some sort of a cross-stitch calendar, and they're so cute. This is on 14 count, I'm not a 14 count stitcher because I think it's too big, but for this project I just wanted to start, pull something from my pile. I didn't have a lot of stash at that moment, so yeah, fun to have it started. I haven't touched it in a while, so because it doesn't really speak to me because it's on 14 count, but we'll see. It will get some progress once. This is also a stitch along, a secret stitch along by Vervago. Yeah, it was the, does it say? I'm not sure anymore. I don't know. It came like this, so you don't see the pattern. I don't have the picture. It's already long gone and almost everyone finished it. And I remember when it came out and I saw the book and some flowers, and I was like, yes, count me in. And now with the cat, it's really springy summer vibes. I really like it. It has some half stitches, no, not half stitches, stitches with one thread, and the rest is with 2 threads. So this one is speaking to me more now because of the season, and so she will be out soon, I guess. This one I really love, and I'm quite far already. It's on a printed fabric, and it's from, I hope I say it correct, Philanthrope Broderie. It's Natural Beauty 3. And I love her. She looks so beautiful and strong, and I remember when I saw it, I was just sold. It's a weird fabric because it has some, I call it wax, but I'm not sure what it is, but it has some, I don't know, it's printed, but, oh. I'm sorry, I didn't iron anything because I just thought, just start, and this is how far I came. Still have to do a lot of backstitch, but she's so gorgeous. I really love this one. Yeah, really like it. My apologies if my English isn't very good, because it's, as I said, I'm from the Netherlands and I speak Dutch all the time, and so it's all of a sudden speaking English is a bit uncomfortable, so bear with me. Next one is Electra from by Nora Corbett. I always take her out of my WIP pile around autumn, and last October, November, something like that, I just finished all the stitching, so she's ready for beading. A lot of beads, and beading, well, it doesn't scare me, beading, but if I bead, I use the invisible thread, and sometimes with the lightning it's really invisible. I just can't see the thread, so it keeps me off to just start the beading. But this is how she looks now. I used all the called for, and yeah, I think she looks gorgeous. The dress and the oranges and yellows with the wings and the moon on this fabric, it really pops. It's really nice. Really love this one. You probably hear a lot, oh, I love this project, I really love this one, but I do. I love all my projects, and so I hope you don't get sick of me saying, oh, I love this project, I love this project. So the next one is a pattern designed by the Primitive Hair, Cosmic Mermaid. This is how she looks when she's finished. Gorgeous. And I bought the fabric, the primitive hair suggested for this pattern. Now really the fabric is, it's just wow. And this is where she is now. I really like it, the way she's putting her head up, and yeah, it's really beautiful. I stitched with all the called for. I think it's Weeks Dye Works. I think this also was my first project. I started to use special threads, like in this case Weeks Dye Works, and yeah, really fun stitch. The fabric is also very soft, and it's nice to stitch on. Next one up is a pattern by Magic Needle, Meadow Stories Bunny, and this one will come out very soon because I've been thinking about it a lot lately. It's really springy and so cute with the little bunny, and the way the flowers are designed like this, and or the flowers and some sort of branch with the big house at the back. I really love it. It's on a really nice mint green fabric. It was a kit, so I stitched with all the kit materials. And this is how far I am. Oh, it's so cute. Really want to get back to this very soon. Yeah. Next one up is a pattern by Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery, The Fruit of Plenty. I think a lot of you know it. This is how it will look when it's finished. I chose a different color of fabric, and I chose my own blue colored colors of DMC. I don't know the numbers by heart, but if you are interested in knowing, if you want to know what colors I used, just leave me a comment and I will look it up for you. This is how far I am. It's almost a page finished, or just a page finished, I'm not sure, but it looks very nice on this brown fabric with the blues on it. I really love the combination of blues and browns. I don't know what it is, but it really appeals to me. Okay. Sorry. Next one is a Mirabilia cross stitch. It's a Royal Games 2 by Nora Corbett. I think this is the first one first Mirabilia I bought. I remember I was like, oh, I want to stitch it for my best friend. She really likes to play cards. And so I just bought it on an impulse and started it. But later on I found out she doesn't really like these kind of things. So I was like, then I will stitch it for myself, because if I put all the work in it and give it to someone who doesn't really, I think she would appreciate it because she knows I like to do it. But yeah, if she not really enjoys it like I would do. But this is how far I got on her. Haven't stitched on her for a very long time. But she looks gorgeous with the metallic threads. I don't know if you can see it. No, not really, but it's there. Really lovely. I already have the bead pack. There aren't a lot of beads, I think, but I could be wrong. Oh, this is Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. I just I remember X Stitch MD. She started this as a Black Sampler or something, I don't know, or Sampler September, I don't know. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to join. I have this pattern laying around for so many years, and I just started it. It's a pathetic start, but when I came this far, I was like, I don't know if I want to do the whole pattern in black. Maybe I just want to do it in a variegated sulky or something to play with colors. So it's in time out now, just to make sure for myself what I want to do with it, and see if I continue with black or just switch to a different color. This is a pattern by Modern Folk Embroidery. I Am No Bird. Also started a few years ago. Really love this pattern. I love the saying, I am no bird and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will. I love the text or the words. I'm stitching it on a light blue fabric with dark gray DMC. And I remember I started on the house because I knew that was like the biggest chunk to deal with. And this is how far I got. So just the text and the border, and then she will be finished. Next one up is Shabby Summer Calendar, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I have a picture of it in my bag. Yes. This one out. It's by Cuore Ibati Cuore. I'm not sure if I pronounce it correct, so I'm sorry. My print isn't very good, but this is how it will look in the end. I'm not stitching it on a white fabric, but more like a brownish. With all the code for a DMC. Oh, something dropped on the floor. And most of the times I bring it on a holiday, but in my holidays I'm always active, like canoeing or walking or reading a lot, and because we always go on a holiday by tent, I'm also a bit scared to make the fabric dirty or the floss, or so I just keep bringing it along, but I haven't got far on her. But I really like it, the colors, it looks so summery and happy, and so finished the first 3 of, I don't know how many, yeah, 20 something blocks. And it's a really fun stitch. I have this very long, I think it was one of my first projects, and I bought all her calendars. So this is the summer one. You also have a spring, autumn and winter one. And yeah, I didn't start that one or those, because I was like, first I want to finish this one whenever it happens, and then start one of the other seasonal calendars. Oh, this is a bit shameful. This is a temperature stitch from 2021. It is a design by Stitching Mommy, and Stitchin Mommy, yes. And this is how it will look when it's finished with the temperature colors from my country. And for the temperatures, if what I did was I took a screenshot when it's I had an alarm around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and just made a screenshot with my phone because there you can see the temperature. And but wherever I was, so for example in summer I was in France on a holiday, and I just took the temperature for the at that moment where I was. And such lovely, it's so sweet. I love the small flowers, and it's looking so cheerful, and I still didn't finish it. It's ridiculous. So do I mind? No, not really, but it's also like, yeah, but it's a temperature stitch from 2021. Come on. Well, that's just me all over the place, and I stitch what I feel like. If it's winter, I like to stitch winter, and even then sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like summer, and I don't know, it has to appeal to me at that moment. So the next one on up is Transpride Tapestry, and the original art is by Kari Nakken and the pattern by D20. You probably all know this one. I love this one, but I remember why I put it in timeout, because the horse is completely in this thread, DMC Diamond. It's a spool, and it's really horrible floss to stitch with. But maybe I can switch it to a different floss, but I'm really tend to rip it all out and give it another color or whatever. But so here is where I am. It's not far at all. It's on an opalescent fabric. I know I bought it from someone in Turkey via Etsy, but it's purplish. It doesn't show up at all, I think. Oh. So I really love the pattern, but I just didn't stitch after it. And but when I look at the pattern, I'm really enthusiastic. I'm like, oh, I like it. And so maybe I have to make changes and start over with different floss or whatever. Next one up is, this was also a stitch along, the Dark Queen of the Earth. I'm not correct, if I'm correct. It's by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Do I have a picture? No, I don't have a picture. Maybe if I know how to edit, I will put a picture up for with the patterns or projects. I didn't have the copy of it. And I'm almost done with all the stitching. I have some back stitch left and the beading. But this is how she looks. Oh, it's so cool. She's the face and everything, and the dress, the flowers, the way the tree is surrounding her, and I really love it. I also, this was the first one I stitched from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I also bought the one with the Sea Queen. I still have to start up with that one, but I was like, first finish this one and then start the other one. I'm not sure on what fabric I want to stitch it on, so until I'm not sure, I just leave it and just start it when I feel like it. Next one up. Oh, this is a horrible story. I started, no, I stitched on it quite recently, and I had a lot of extra fabric on the side, and I was like, ah, just cut it off because it's in my way while stitching, and I don't know where I was with my head, but I almost had to cry when it happened. But oh, let me show. It's also, it's mini bouquet flowers by Jeanette Douglas. I don't have a complete picture from it, but the flower pots are so beautiful, and this is how far I got. And there had to be one row of flower pots on the bottom, but I don't know what I did. I just cut it off. So I'm not sure what to do with it. Maybe just remove the white border and then make like a pillow as it is now, and maybe a small pillow to display next to it with the last 3 flower pots. But this is so beautiful. I stitched it with all the called for. Wix dye works, classic color works. And I did it on a more grayish fabric instead of a more neutral one, beige or I don't know. So this was a really, for me, sad story, because I really wanted this on my wall because I really love it. And so here's the leftover fabric. It's enough to start it over again, but in my head I'm not ready for that process. So I just left it, and when I know what to do with it, I will do with it whatever I want. So the next project is Love is Sometimes Blue by the Twin Peak Primitives. It was when I bought it as a kit. It was a limited edition, and it came in this gorgeous bag. This is also how the pattern looks. And a few years ago I was at a Stitch Mania retreat in the Netherlands. Dutch Mania. Anyway, so I also brought this one, and I'm only this far. I love the colors. It's stitched with all the called for and the fabric that came in the kit. And now I see it and I'm like, ooh, I want to continue working on it. This one is a Mirabilia. Haven't stitched on her in quite some time. I think it's Queen of Bees. I'm not sure. I remember when it came out, I was really thrilled about the dress and the arch around her and how she stands there. And at the moment, I'm not drawn to it. So yeah, the Queen Bee by Nora Corbett. Ooh, I rolled it up and folded it. I didn't do a lot. Anyway, so this is my pathetic start. Oh, I really should put more on it. Ridiculous. I'll take off the needle minder because it's in between. Okay. So, oh, I didn't show all of my project bags, but this came in it's in this beautiful project bag with the bees on it. I thought it fitted the project. I'm not sure anymore from whom I've bought this, but I can find out if you're curious. This one I started a while back, and I also have a finished one on this one. It's a birth tile sort of embroidery. I don't know how you call it exactly. It's from Vervago, and I remember when I was stitching on a birth tile for my niece, my sister's daughter, and the boys were like, my boys were like, "Hey mom, you never stitched something like that for us, and we would really like it if you did something for us." And I was like, sure. So we looked up on the internet, okay, what do you like? What would you like to have? Even if it's a bit childish at the moment for you. But so they came up with the little bear, and I stitched the pink one. I started with the blue one for my oldest son, Levi, and my colleague, she was pregnant from a daughter, so I already stitched this one. You can see the fully finished one on my Instagram, and I stitched her on a different count and a different color of fabric, pinkish. And with the one I started with the kit fabric, and it's blue, and I only made it to the shirt of the bear. Most of the times, sometimes I have like we call it a vreubelavondje. It's like, just be together and do some handcraft or whatever you feel like. And most of the times I bring this project with me, because when we first started our get-together every once in a while, I was working on the birth tile of my sister's daughter, and so I have in my mind, every time I go to my sister for the vreubelavond, I will take this one with me and continue working on the one for my first son. And my other son, my youngest, he also wanted this bear, but with the colors of green. So I have to figure out, when I finish the blue one for my oldest son, what colors of green I will use for the bear on the one for my youngest son. Next one up is also a Nora Corbett pattern, Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. My birthday was the 27th of January, so it was quite recent. And this is how she will look when she's finished. I've done all the stitching and back stitching. I only have to do the beads. There are a lot in the head shell, how do you call it? I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, she's in some sort of oyster in between. So anyway, I love the colors on this fabric, and this is where she's at now. So gorgeous. Also the blues and teals and browns. I love that color combination. Really, I love it. Next one up is, oh yeah, I remember when this pattern came out. It's from Julie from Kansas City in a Colorado world. She has her own designer name, Hemlock and Rye. It is called the Rabbit Sampler, and it has a lot of Dutch elements in it. I used to live nearby Amsterdam, and this is the sign logo, I don't know how you call it, but from Amsterdam or Amstelveen. And I really like the mill and, you know, all those details. I don't know how this flower is called in English, but we call them anjers. And I really like the way on the fabric. And when I saw it, I was immediately so enthusiastic, and I got Rogue, and I just ordered it from Roxy Floss. Roxy Floss? No, I don't know. I know it's stitched with, yeah, Roxy Floss. I think I bought it as a kit. I'm not sure from who anymore, but I love this one, this sampler. I really like the fabric and the colors on it. And it's a shame I'm not that far, but because I also like to stitch full coverage, and that's a whole other sort of excuse me, yeah, way of stitching. And most of the times if I start working on a project, I try to stitch on it whenever or whatever I feel like, but for 3 to 5 days. And if I say days, it's like how much hours I have left for that day. So it could be 1 hour or 5 hours. Or this one is also a Mirabilia. I remember when this one came out, I was really obsessed with it, but I didn't stitch a lot on it. I don't know why, because I've seen it hanging on what's her FlossTube name, DM Vortex. I'm sorry if but this is Princess Elelliana from Mirabilia. I love the colors. It's very colorful, and on the purplish fabric I also bought the called for fabric, and it's amazing with the colors on it. And I don't know why I stitched not that much on it, but I have a start, and it always shows up very easy if you see some FlossTubers, but I'm really struggling with the fabric here. But I got this far, only this far, and the light is really blowing it out, but the colors are, I think this is more true to color. So lovely pattern, the way it flows. It's as if she is running, but not running from something bad, but running maybe towards a party or something. I don't know. I really love this pattern and the colors. Oh, dropped something on the floor. Don't want a needle in my foot. Okay. Oh my god. I just pile up all the works in progress and on the floor, and the complete pile fell over. But next one is also I always take this one also on with me on a holiday, and because of the light, it's on black fabric, and I will show you in a minute if I can find the front picture from the pattern. Yes, it's a bit. It's by Northern Expressions Needlework, the Twisted Rainbow sampler. A lot of you are stitching this, and I'm stitching it with not with the specialty stitches, but with the normal crosses. And I'm also doing this colorway, but on black fabric. And as we all know, stitching on black fabric is, I think it's difficult, but I came quite far, and maybe you're like, okay, but why are you skipping this part? I was at a point I wanted to see all the colors from the top, and then start stitching my way down from the top. It really pops on the black. I really love it. But I stitch on it once a year, And then it depends on how many time I have during my holidays, or if I feel like it. Because as I said, we go by tent most of the times on a holiday with the 4 of us, or sometimes we bring along a friend of one of the children. And sometimes it's really like 40 plus degrees or in the 30s. And I don't want to sit with a fabric on my lap because it's way too hot. Then I'm just with my e-reader and chill out, swim, canoe, whatever. This one is by Nimue. It's Vivian Ladam. I have to take it out of the plastic. My apologies for all the crinkles, but otherwise you will not be able to see how she looks. This is also one of my favorites. I really like the way she looks with the dress and with the nature around, and it already also reminds me of if I go on a holiday, we most of the times are next to a river, and with the stones and trees, and this really reminds me of my holidays. I really love it. It's also a French designer, so maybe there's also a link, because most of the times when we go on a holiday, we go to France. I really like France. And I'm not sure what's up or what's down, but I think this is what it is. A lot of blends, color changes, and so sometimes because most of the times when I stitch, it's after dinner time and I'm tired because I also work, and then it's nice to just stitch on something. You don't have to keep your mind at it, counting or changing a lot, or so it's a shame she doesn't come out as often as I would like to, because I really like this one. We're nearing the end, so that's good because we're already 52 minutes in. Oh, sorry for the zipper. This is also, I call it now, for now, my headache project, because I started this one. It's Rose Quaker by Sticky Dayen von der Wienburg, and I love this sampler so much with the pinks, and I really like it. And I started it, but I started with the in the middle with this rose. I started in the middle and worked my way to complete the rose. And I stitched the first time, I stitched it with the wrong color, and I was like, do I want to leave it like that or start over? And I was like, no, I want to start it over, because the sampler is completely imbalanced and with the colors. And so I ripped it out, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I started it over with the correct color, but I completely was out of the middle. So I was like, what was I thinking? So I restarted it and finished the first rows in the middle, but with the correct colors, but not lined out in the middle. So, and I was in some sort of mood. I just cut it out and just make a little pillow of the rose, and but I'm more drawn to just rip it out again and start over again. And I know Nina from Nina Hobby Side, she's also a FlossTuber. She's nearing the end. She's far along with this pattern, and it's looking so gorgeous. Next one up is a pattern by Miss Prim, Flirting Turkeys. I remember when this one came out, I thought it was so cute, I will fold the, this is the pattern. I don't have anything with turkeys, but I thought it looked so cute, and I don't know. So I just bought it and started it. I haven't done really a lot on it. I finished the branch, or I don't know how you call it, in the middle, and one turkey. And he's looking so funny. So yeah, this is also a piece I'm drawn to around autumn, or yeah, most of the times in October, November, something in that time period. But I haven't. I think I stitched. Yeah, I stitched the turkey. I finished the turkey last autumn. The next one up is Winter Blessing by Twin Peak Primitives. This is how it looks when she's finished. I probably will cut off the border and with the ABC, and or maybe I will leave the text below it. It says each new day is a blessing. But I really like the scene with the woman and the sheep. This is also a winter project. I stitched on her last winter, or this winter. It's still winter, so. And I finished the dress and gave them both the sheep and the woman their legs. And I started on the snow at the bottom. Oh. And this is how it looks now. So cute. It's really the way how the sheep looks up. And I don't know, I really like this. It gives me a really warm feelings or vibes, or whatever you want to call it. This one is a sampler, GH 1857 by Simone from Sud Idee. I started the big sampler and I started on the roof in the middle, worked my way up to the flower pot, and quite recently I finished the holly, or the leafy thing on top. But I'm struggling because I really like the fabric and the colorways, because it's blue and brownish, beige. But it's really, I will show you, it's ghosting a lot on my fabric. And at first I was like, no, I like the you know, it's looking really as if it's old, but now I'm not sure anymore, because you really don't see the flowers that good, and the house, the walls of the house are in the color too, the same color as these flowers. And I'm not sure if I will rip it out and change the color, because it's a lot of work, and it's on, I think it's on 40 count. So ripping out on 40 count is not fun, so I'm not sure what I want to do. So if you have any tips or suggestions, please let me know. My apologies. The next one is a Bella Filipina. This was so fun because I remember when it came out, I really wanted to buy it, and then there was a giveaway at a local needle shop called the Breibrink in the Netherlands, and I won. So I was so happy. And it took a while before I started it, because I couldn't find the right fabric for it. And I really like it. The colorways and the face of the fairy, and so eventually I found the for me perfect fabric on Etsy, I don't know the dyer, but it's an opalescent with gorgeous pastel pink and greenish, and this is how far I got. I already finished the back stitch in her face and added the beading, and it's so gorgeous. I really love it. The shiny crown, beaded crown on her head, and the way she's looking is lovely. I haven't stitched on her this winter. I don't know why, but I just didn't stitch on her. So maybe next winter or whenever I feel like it. I'm grabbing this pattern and I know which one it is. I know the artist is Maxine Gad, if I'm not mistaken. And I remember that Jamie from Crafty, oh, I'm so bad at names, my apologies. Crafty Jamie, it's something with gaming and I don't know. But all I remember is Autumn Harmony, and it's a full coverage. I don't have the picture with me, but if I know how to edit, I will put it in. And I started in the middle because I wanted to see the face. And I'm with full coverage, I'm not in the middle starter. I always start on the left top, and then most of the times work my way to the right, and then a stitchy mommy would say typewriter method with parking. I park and then I stitch down. So this was new, a new experience, and I didn't grab this pattern this autumn. I don't know why, but I just didn't. Oh my god. The next one up is an owl forest embroidery pattern. It's called Star Dragon. I remember I joined the SAL, which Samantha from the Hygge Stitcher, I'm not sure if I'm saying it correct. She started with her friend, Fiber and Floss, I think it was. And I just joined, and you could choose your own project with a dragon on it to stitch together on a dragon for the year of the dragon. And I remember I picked this project because I already had it, so this is how far I got. I'm stitching it with the Owl Forest flosses, variegated flosses, and it's really pretty, really pretty. If I see it, I want to stitch on it right away. Also because the dragon is surrounded by these gorgeous flowers, and the tree up. Oh, I love it. Really, I'm really fond of all the Owl Forest patterns. They have a lot of them I really like. Next one up is also a full coverage from Artsy. The artwork is by Shu, Dear Alice. I'm stitching the large version. I do use a pattern keeper to make it easier for me. I don't mind stitching on paper. I just have a magnet board. I put my page on it and I just mark it off. So it's just easy going. But with full coverage, it's a different kind of story. And I do have a lot of part threads, so, and I started at the left, top left, and this is how far I got. So not really far. I think not even. Well, maybe Artsy has smaller pages, so maybe I'm nearing a page finish, because I know Heaven and Earth designs have bigger pattern pages. Next one is a kit. I remember I went to crafty fair, I don't know how you call it, and I remember I saw this stitched up on the wall, and I bought this kit from the wolf, the Howling wolf. Really liked it. A stitch with all the kit materials. It's on a brownish grayish fabric, and I have to sew the edges because it's fraying a lot. But this is how far I got. It's looking so good. Also a bit weird for now, but when it's finished, it will turn out beautiful, and really looking forward. The next one is my first full coverage I ever bought and started. And I remember when I first started my cross-stitch journey with full coverage, I watched Teresa Little Stitcher. She was my first FlossTuber I watched, and I just did every step she did. So I also keep the threads in ponytails. I don't know if she did ponytails, but I remembered she was using this, but there are little cards on it, maybe I can show you, where you can put the symbols, but you had to stick it on and snip it in the, and it was, for me, it was too much work, but so I just started with the colors the project started with, and then every time a new color, I had to pick a new color, I just put it on that thread keeper. I think I finished two pages and almost 3. Let's see if I can make it smaller. Yes. Ah, look at the colors, the blues and the yellows. It is Alice in a Van Gogh Nocturne. The artist is Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And let me see if I have the picture of how she will look. It's a bit wrinkles, but this is how she will look in the end when she's finished. I love this one so much. I love the swirly things like Van Gogh used in his paintings, and the big eyes. I love the artwork from Jasmine Beckett Griffith. All her girls have big eyes, and when I was younger, I also I was always drawn to big eyes in the way like manga. I used to wear t-shirts with the manga figures and with the big eyes, and I really liked it. Still like it, but I don't wear it anymore. Could wear it though, but I just don't. The next one is Merry Mushroom Cottage by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I started this along with Nina from Nina Hobbysides as a birthday SAL. The beginning of January, it was her birthday, and I did stitch on it also this year on her birthday. But I remember I was very tired that day, and I just stopped stitching on it for that day and didn't pick it up afterwards. And I'm also stitching it along with Jessica. Jessica Stitches. She's also a Dutch. She's a Dutch FlossTuber. She does her FlossTubes in Dutch. Also started on the left top corner, and work my way down. I know Catherine from Catherine Stitches, I think she's from Ireland, and she also started along with us for this birthday sale, and I think she put it in timeout because she wasn't happy with the fabric and how it felt very tapestry for her and bulky. So and then oh, I said Alice was my first full coverage, but I'm lying. It was the first full coverage pattern I bought, but I did buy and started this project as at first. It is also a full coverage project. It's a mini small Magellanic cloud. The chart design is by Michelle Sayeta. This is how it will look when it's finished. It's a photo from outer space. I was always drawn, when I was young I wanted to be an astronaut, but never came that far. And but that doesn't mean I can enjoy looking at it. Let's make it smaller. Barking threads again. Started it at the top left corner, and it's looking so good. It looks like a lot of black, but it's more like a lot of purple. Maybe if I put it closer you can see it. Wow. It does have a little bit of show through, but I don't mind. I think outer space also has a lot of I don't know, like for example it's in this bag, a lot of stars and speckles, so I don't mind if you have a little see-through because it reminds me of the speckles in space. So let's see, 5 projects to go. This one is also a full coverage. Artwork by Jasmine Beckett-Griffith. The Little Match Girl. Design now charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And the artwork is by, I already said it, Jasmine Beckett-Griffith. Again with the big eyes. And it's The Little Match Girl. It's a really sad story. When I was young, I received a book from my grandma or my mother. I'm not sure anymore. I still have the book. And I remembered I felt so sorry for the girl in that story, and it was so sad. And yeah, I don't know. But I do like the way it has been charted. You see she's not happy. But it also, yeah, it sounds weird, but it looks nice to see the emotion. I think it's, yeah, it's sad, but also beautiful. I don't know. Also started at the left corner. This is a lot of black. And I started this one. Most of my projects are DMC, and this one is CXC floss. I just wanted to try it. I'm not sure how I feel about CXC. The coverage is, I think, better, but sometimes the floss is a bit bumpy, bulky. I don't know how you call it. But so a lot different than DMC, but I like the coverage on full coverage projects on the fabric. So okay. then another full coverage. It's also a pattern with artwork from Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's Mini Mending a Broken Heart. This is how she will look when she's finished. Also a sad one, I don't know. This is the full coverage I think I did the most on. Oh, look at that eye appearing. I love it. It's looking so good. So good. The only thing I don't really like is this purple line. It's like a shade in the pattern, but I think it's too harsh, but I'm just leaving it as is and maybe just trust the process and leave it as is. Leave it there. And then my final one. I started a stitch along, also by Quaternion Creations, if I say it correct. And it's called In Our Dreams SAL. And I don't have the pattern, of course, because she just last Tuesday she released the third part. And I already started it. It's still my Q-snap, so I'm removing all my magnets. And my little minder. So this is still, I will, wait, just remove it. I will stitch on it today. The fairy was part 1. And then the part of the dragon with the apple and the branch and stars below was part 2. And now this corner, and I have to fill it in, is part 3. Oh, I really like it. I substituted the color. She has 3 colors, black, red, like the red in the apple. I changed the red for this one. And also she suggested a gray or a variegated floss, and I changed it for a variegated metallic floss to give it a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, sparkle or more magical feeling. So it's really, I never dare to play a lot. Most of the times I just I like what I see and just want to stitch it the way as it is presented on the chart. But with this, I wanted to play around with metallics. So I did. And this is part 3 of a trilogy, because it's the storyline of dragons. She also has of dragons and apples. I don't have the a picture of it, but maybe if I find it and know how to edit, I put it in. But I thought, well, if I start this stitch along and it's part 3 of the trilogy, then maybe it's nice that I also start part 1 and part 2 of this trilogy. So Dragon and Apples, I finished page 1. Also playing with metallics. Just chose my colors by how I felt like it at that moment, and yeah, just playing around. So this is part 1 of the trilogy, and then you have part 2, and it's called, oh, I have a picture of this one, Dragon Whisperer, and this is how it will look when it's finished. And I almost finished a page. I have to fill in the dragon wing with metallics, but that's a lot of work. So, but this is how far I got. And here you can see the wings. It's all filled in with beautiful flowery a flowery design, like you have on the eggs I showed you before. Here you have, it has in on the wings, it has some sort of design like this scattered all over. And so on the chart I was surrounding the things I wanted to have that color or this or that color. So, and oh, I forget, I put it behind me because it's still on the frame. It's I don't have the page of how it will look, but this is 6 portals, and also started on the left corner, and it doesn't look like much, but it is a lot. And I do 10 stitch on this one with the gold 4, but I stitch it with CXC. So, and that was my final work in progress. Well, a big introduction. We're more than almost 1.5 hours in, and I hope you enjoyed watching all my projects. And if you like it, please feel free to subscribe or give a thumbs up. And see you on the next one. I'm not sure when I will post again, maybe once every 2 weeks or once a month. I don't know, once a week, just how I feel. And yeah, so I hope to see you next time. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. I would love to answer them. And if you have questions about a specific pattern I stitch on, fabric, floss, whatever, I didn't put it in this FlossTube, but maybe if I stitch on it and present it on the next one, I will explain more on what fabric I stitched it on, etc., and give you more details. But if you are curious now, feel free to ask, and yeah, I will answer them with love. And hope to see you next time. Okay, bye.